Hello and welcome. My name is Sheep Thief, and today I'll be coming at you with a Rome 2 Total War multiplayer online computer game gameplay review analysis of a 1v1 game that I played against someone who I believe his name is Pictavia, and he was pretty cool. He played very non-cancerously, unlike a lot of people I've been playing against recently who go full cancer. So as you can see, I have Sparta and he has Macedon. Found a kind of cool map in Sparta. It's got like some buildings over here. Bit of a hill, but that doesn't prove to be well, we'll see. So my opponent has companion cavalry in his for his general. Citizens, Tarentines. Similar to what he did with when I played him when he was playing Massilia, just a single missile cav, which I find a little bit questionable, but whatever. Lots of Thurio spears, thorax swordsman, Thurio spears, so sort of a big Thurios thorax core. Mercenary Cretans and slingers, so sort of half budget and half expensive skirmish line. Then he has another sort of secondary core of 4 levy pikemen. I have 2 mercenary Rhodian slingers, and then a bunch of periocoic peltasts, which are sort of decently armored spear chuckers. I've got Royal Spartans and Heroes of Sparta. I did choose both of my Heroes of Sparta, and then 3 Royal Spartans, I believe. 2 Spartan hoplites, and then 3 Spartan youths, which I actually think are an excellent unit after this game for how cheap they are. I have the Spartan youths on the flanks. I had 2 over here, but since he had no cavalry over there, I began to shift this down here. I also have, I feel like I'm missing something. Heroes of Sparta, Royal Spartans, periocoic peltasts, and then just 4 skirmish cavalry. And I think that's all. So, like I said, I see him shift his cavalry over here, so I mirror with my cavalry and shift a Spartan youth over here. He sets up. I don't want him to think I'm camping on the hill, so I repeatedly try to move down the hill to sort of show some good manners. It's really like not quite demoralizing, but just it inspires disgust when you see someone just in the beginning of the game immediately go for the hill. If the opponent has like enormous amounts of cavalry archers or like overwhelming cav superiority, it can be the only thing you can do. That is a situation that can happen, in which case it's okay, but to see someone unnecessarily just say, I'm gonna sit on the hill and you have to come to me is obnoxious. But we'll see. So I sort of move across the center of the battlefield. What I'm wanting him to do, now that I'm kind of set up here, is chase me with his cav, because again, I thought there was way more skirmisher cav in here. I wanted him to chase my cav down the center of here and get sprayed with the slings, but he did not take the bait. Instead, he sets up this sort of defensive Thurio spear wall here. And I kind of come in. I do have both my Spartan youths on this flank now. Kind of take a few shots at that. I think we get like 1 kill. Yeah. Where's the dead body? There he is. 1 guy died. It's not a great target for skirmisher cav because they can throw javelins back at you. What I really want is this, the companion cav. And also to just kind of shunt this flank inwards like that. So I come forward, I set up the Periokoi Peltas a little bit more aggressively just in case he comes forward. We can get a good shot off on some cav with some javelins. Here I try to like just barely get over this thing's head, but he gets a nasty javelin shot, as you can see. You don't want to do that. That was terrible. I was hoping I would be just out of range of the javelins and be able to throw it on there, but I don't even think that makes sense because we have javelins, right? Isn't that what we're holding? Yeah, okay, that doesn't even make sense. So that was a bad play. And we lost about 2, 4, 12, so 18 units. So I start to move forward on this side, at least a little bit. Getting pretty close to each other. The slingers are in range and they start hitting these thorax swordsmen, which I'm okay with. That these slingers have a lot of ammo, so it's not a terrible use of ammo. But honestly, these swords really have no chance against these elite Spartan units, I don't think. I don't quite understand the mechanics of this game that well, but I think that the Spartans would beat thorax swordsmen. And so maybe a wiser target would be the Levy pikemen, but I'm not quite sure. So he moves forward. What happened to my cav? Oh yeah, so I bring my cav to the center, again mirroring his cav, because now I'm worried about basically a big charge, yeah, which is what he's sort of setting up here. And I think I overreact a little bit here. Pull the mercenary Rhodian slingers back a little bit prematurely. And these ones maybe a little late. And then there's a big infantry push forward. We do get some decent shots off here with all these Periokoi Peltas.
Yes, Commander. We await your command.
Not bad at all. That's nasty for sure. I put everyone in a hoplite wall. Over here, I don't think anything's happened yet. But yeah, we're really close to each other. Whoa, why did it get dark right there? Cavalry's coming around this side. His skirmishers are in a way better position here. I think he's thinking I'm just gonna sit here and shoot him. And I'm kind of getting an idea of what I'm like, this doesn't feel good right here. I come around here, he mirrors. We're like losing these skirmisher fights, but honestly, as long as our Spartans aren't absorbing ammunition, that's okay. So here's where the Spartan youths start to... There's a fight here between the Spartan youths and Thurios spears, and it goes very well considering the point differences at play here. So just a big straight up Spartan youths versus Thurios spears begins here. We've got our cavalry up here. He's being really passive with his cavalry. I think he should have been a little more active with it, but whatever. So then the opponent goes into these sort of squares, and I see that coming, and I also see the pikemen, and I sort of back off. But we basically traded not terribly. Basically, neither side got many kills. In here, we're moving slowly into these things in our hoplite walls. And yeah, it's not a good, the game kind of fails. We've got pikemen here, and I was surprised how well the hoplite wall did against the pike wall. Here we've got this, so I think one thing I learned is you want to be careful with the hoplite wall because it really messes up their pathing, like atrociously. Here we've got Spartan youths fighting against pikes, which is bad. But here it's a little messed up for them. We've got the Royal Spartans kind of coming in. They lost the thorax swords lost a lot of units. Periorche peltas are kind of falling apart, bringing the cavalry around.
Advance! For glory!
Over here we've got the Thurios spears chasing the Spartan youths around. And in here, this is the interesting part. Like,
Why, you come on!
there are these pikes, and our Royal Spartans are not having much problems with them. It's actually really weird. Like here, we're just straight up man fighting them and not taking a lot of losses. This isn't an optimal way to use the Spartans, but I didn't really see myself being able to like get them around the side of them. I still have these two Spartan hoplites, just ordinary ones, back here. A thorax sword charge comes into the back of these heroes of Sparta. Does do some damage, but they kind of hold out. Over here, the Spartan youths do eventually go down to the Thurios spears. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm overestimating how good they are. Yeah, this is not a good trade. Okay, well, that's that. I was wrong about that. Okay, over here, he does get a charge off on my cav and takes, I think, 2 of them down. Right here, we've got some Thurios spears sandwiched by some Spartan youths that they're doing really well. Right here, he totally misplaces some of his skirmishers. I'm not sure what he was doing here. Maybe they ran out of ammo. I'm not quite sure what happened. Spartan hoplites come in, start kind of surrounding these thorax swordsmen. They should start, yeah, they start taking a lot of losses. And these heroes of Sparta that got hit in the rear, they are just totally fine. Continuing to fight, no problem. So we're losing decisively here. So yeah, I do pull away, but at the cost of 2 of my cavalry. We've got these slingers and these mercenary cretins dumping into this, which is causing trouble.
As you command!
But really, it's in here where it looked like Grim a second ago, but now, you know, 5 minutes later, all my units are still alive and his units are running away. So I guess that's the power of Spartan hoplites. Like, these things do not want to die. Over here, we do lose the Spartan youths. But in here, we are catching out some of the slingers. Pull back. His cavalry's coming in here. He really needed to get his cavalry. He should have just ignored my cavalry and tried to get around the back. Both of us are kind of forgetting about some of our units here. I sort of reorganized. There are all these pikes that are still alive, or at least one of them. Right here, got some Royal Spartans destroying some thorax swordsmen. The one thing with Spartan units is it takes them a while. They're winning decisively, but that doesn't mean they're winning decisively soon. So if I have any advice, having played like 2 games with Sparta, maybe more like 4 or 5, including some older games, is you need to be patient. It's not like Oathsworn or, you know, oh, here's a crazy charge. So he charges into this, and we literally take no losses, no no losses, literally no losses. So anyway, yeah, so it's not like an Oathsworn unit or like some crazy sword unit with tons of attack. They slowly kill what they're fighting, not quickly. Yeah, and I haven't quite comprehended what the meaning of that is yet, but like, I think basically if you can avoid getting rear charged, and if you can avoid, but almost more important than the rear charging is you want to avoid having their missile units getting side shots. That would be what just whittles down your Spartans before they can do the poning that they need to do. And as you can see, it's just like this game has been going on for a while. Like if I was playing Gaul or even like Parthia, this game, like the DPS of some of the other civs is way higher. The DPS of Sparta is not high. They're tanky. So some Levy pikemen go down. Our Spartan hoplites have only lost one unit, and they're getting in. We've got some thorax swordsmen surrounded utterly. We get a rear charge with some of these Perioikoi peltas, which aren't that bad. They have tons of armor. Are they getting kills here though?
For glory, as you command.
Not crazy amounts of kills. Oh yeah, they are. They are. They're getting kills. Over here, continue to fend off the cavalry that he's trying to get into the middle of this. Yeah, over here, the one issue with this build is I have no cav other than these skirmisher cavalry. And we're fighting against the remainder of his skirmishers, just trying to get kills to get to contribute to a rout. So here the Spartan youths get surrounded and charged, and they start losing decisively. So they're not amazing. But we do clear up everything in here. Over here, I think we end up catching out. Yeah, that's his general. And yep, right here, it's almost, I almost feel like I'm repeating myself because I keep going back to these units that are just sitting there getting attacked but not dying. Like look, only 20 deaths. They've been fighting this whole time. Royal Spartans, they're pretty low. Here goes, so his general broke, and yeah, just a sort of long, painful, drawn-out slugfest. I pull out the Spartan hoplites and Royal Spartans, so I guess the Spartan youths... Oh no, some of them are still alive. So he forms these squares again. Oh yeah, this was interesting. I attack this citizen cavalry, and I think at this point he pulls it out. And then
Advance! Engage! For glory! Engage! By your command! Orders understood!
so these get what I'm wondering is how well their charge works. So they just charged. Not amazing, but not terrible. He does have 2 of these left, and then watch what he does here. So we're kind of chasing after this. I'm sending some Spartan youths and Royal Spartans after it. So here come these Spartan youth, and I'm like, okay, if they get on top of the cav, that'll be it for that unit. But look what he does. So they're coming at him, and then they get off their horses and run at us and completely slaughter this unit. Look at this. total slaughter of the Spartan youth, losing decisively. I've never seen that. I know from like single player that you can do that, but I didn't know it was that good.
Quick
They just absolutely dabbed on those Spartan youth. I don't think they'll dab on the Royal Spartans though. Over here we're whittling down these Thureos spears. And over here we're slowly, with this terrible missile cav that's out of ammo, trying to kill the remainder of these missile units. We're chasing after a unit there, and I think this is where the game ends. Yeah, I don't know. I really wish the replay had been saved, because I was like sweating. There's so much sort of going on. It's something about the units not dying. You're like, oh, they're dead, but then they're not dead, and you like forget about them. So yeah, Sparta's pretty cool. GG to Pictavia, and see you guys in the next one. Oh wait, actually, I'll show you the kills. Oh, okay. So this citizen cavalry did really well. The pikes, not so much. His skirmishers did okay, better than actually, look how many kills this got. That's not bad at all. I don't know how much of that was like rear charges and stuff, but not terrible. The thorax swordsman, that's what you should look at. The thorax swords, these Thureos spears got in fights with Spartan youths, which are not supposed to be good units. So a lot of those kills are against low quality units, but look how few kills these swords got against hoplites. It's supposed to be that swords defeat hoplites, I think, if I understand this game. But look how many kills these Royal Spartans. They were fighting the whole time against decent units, including pikes and like thorax swordsmen and cavalry and stuff, and they just got tons and tons of kills. This missile cav, not so much. That's just the guy that was hunting down ranged units that were out of ammo. Slingers did pretty well. Yeah, I guess the Spartan use maybe not so great. And then the heroes of Sparta, are they good? Not quite sure about that either. But yeah, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.